Today we have this 1959 Smith Corona Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. The margins are located right here, and you just push down with your thumb and move them from side to side, and that's where you'll stop on each side. I like to have them at the beginning and the end of the page, so that's where they are on this page here. And this paper support tray flips up from the back, and there's a guide on this side to help guide the paper into the platen, and that's adjustable. The platen is this main roller here that feeds the paper, and this is your paper bale that sits on top of the paper, folds it down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip this switch back 1, and it skips 2, 1 more, that skips 3. That works good. We're gonna keep it on single for now and keep typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red, you just flip this switch down all the way. There's a blue, white, and a red dot here. And when you have it on the red dot, it just hits the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't hit the ribbon at all. The ribbon vibrator does not go up. And when you have it on blue, it hits the top portion of the ribbon. Really love this machine. You could type as fast as you want on it. We'll switch that back up to blue. And the print looks really good. It's a really comfortable daily typing machine. This is the machine I would choose right now if I was writing my notes on this, which I do sometimes, but not on this one yet because I just got this in yesterday. So, but it's for sale anyway, so I can't use it. But if I was in need, I would love to use this machine. To pull the page out easy, you just flip this switch down, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the paper out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Just I don't know if it showed in the camera, but this is the switch here. The switch, make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it will not load correctly. We're gonna put this paper tray back down, and you got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left side. To clear that, you just hit that shift button again, and above that is your backspace, is an arrow pointing to the right. That works good. Tab button. So when you flip this panel back, you can also access your margins from back here. You have these little inserts that you put on this bar here. Each space has a slot. So it's got a bunch of slots, about 100 slots, I believe. And when you hit the tab button, it'll stop on each one of those little inserts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them on this. And I'll show you from the front. And it'll stop at each one of those. And that works good, very good. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that locks the keys so you can't type past it. But if you hit that MR button, it'll allow you to type past it to finish that word at the end. Open the hood. We got your spools and your touch control. Get a close-up on the touch control. From low to high, and the higher you go, the more tension when you hit the keys. Lower you go, the less tension. I like mine on low, so I don't have to hit the keys as hard when I'm typing. Some people like higher tension. It does respond faster. So I guess more experienced typers would probably like the high tension touch control. All the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. To switch that direction, you just flip this switch up above this backspace here. Switch right there. If you flip it up, it'll start pulling to that side. We're going to flip it down and keep it pulling to the wrong side, to the right side. And if you get to the end of the ribbon, it could jam up your vibrator. I actually had a customer one time send their typewriter back because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, and all they had to do was switch that direction, and that's what I did, and I sent it back. So now I just put that in my videos so that way that doesn't happen again. And that's about it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.